Breaking. This just sent the internet into absolute chaos. Alleged hidden CCTV footage is being whispered about online. Footage that some claim shows a final tense moment between Teyana and Pierre before their rumored split. And now people are asking, is there really unseen footage? Was there actually a fight? Or is this another case of the internet turning speculation into a storyline? Because here's what's wild. There is no confirmed public release of any CCTV video. No verified report. No official statement. Yet social media is exploding with claims that something happened behind closed doors. Something intense enough that people are saying, watch before it's deleted. Deleted? From where? By who? And why? Nobody saw this narrative coming. For weeks, the story was about silence. About alignment. About subtle philosophical captions and quiet distance. But now, the conversation has escalated into something way more dramatic. Was there a heated moment? Was there security footage from a private venue being referenced? Or is this entire CCTV fight rumor built off a blurry screenshot and pure speculation? And here's the part that makes this bigger than gossip. If even a fraction of this is true, it changes the tone of everything we thought we understood about their quiet separation. But if it's false, then someone is manufacturing chaos at the perfect moment. So what's real? What's rumor? And why is this footage suddenly trending now? Stay with me. Because once we break down where this story started, things get even more complicated. Before we even get into this so-called hidden CCTV footage, we need to slow this down and reset the timeline. Because right now, the internet is running with a headline. But headlines don't equal proof. Let's rewind. The rumored connection between Teyana and Pierre was never officially confirmed in the first place. There was no public relationship announcement. No couple interview. No hard launch. What existed was proximity. Industry events. Fashion week appearances. Shared circles. Subtle social media interactions that fans stitched together. And in celebrity culture, proximity becomes narrative fast. At the same time, Teyana was publicly navigating life post-separation from Iman Shumpert. That split had already captured massive public attention, especially because both parties emphasized maturity, co-parenting, and respect. So when Aaron's name began orbiting around Teyana's timeline, fans naturally leaned in. Was this a rebound? Was it serious? Was it quiet but intentional? There were public sightings, but none confirmed by either party. And that's important. Because when something is never officially defined, the internet fills in the blanks. Now fast forward. The visible proximity between Teyana and Aaron seemed to cool off. Fewer overlapping appearances. Less online speculation fuel. No escalating signs of a relationship going public. Instead, we saw philosophical captions. Words like alignment, peace, protection. Fans began decoding these phrases as hints that something had shifted. But here's the key detail. There was no public fight. No viral argument video. No dramatic red carpet tension moment. No official statement about a breakup. Which is exactly why the CCTV footage rumor feels so explosive. Because it suggests something happened privately that the public never saw. And that's where the narrative gets dangerous. The rumor appears to have started from a blurry screenshot circulating on social media, allegedly from a security camera at a private venue. The image reportedly showed two figures in what some claimed looked like a heated exchange. But here's the problem, the image is unclear. The identities are not confirmed. There is no verified source tying it to Teyana or Aaron. No major outlet has authenticated it. And yet, the caption, "Watch before it's deleted," turned it into a wildfire. Because urgency sells. The idea of hidden footage implies secrecy. The word deleted implies cover-up. And cover-up implies scandal. But none of those implications have verified backing. Let's talk about context. Both Teyana and Aaron are high-profile figures who attend private events, fashion houses, industry dinners, film premieres, exclusive after-parties. These spaces often have security cameras. But security footage from private venues is not casually leaked. And if something dramatic truly occurred in a controlled environment with witnesses, it likely would have surfaced through reputable media by now. Instead, what we have is speculation amplified by algorithm. And the timing. Suspicious. The rumor gained traction right after weeks of speculation about why the visible proximity between Teyana and Aaron faded. So the internet did what it always does when answers are missing. It created one. Here's where the background matters even more. Teyana has consistently emphasized privacy when it comes to her personal life, especially after her separation. She has spoken publicly about protecting her peace and her children's environment. Aaron, similarly, has maintained a relatively low profile regarding personal matters. His interviews are work-focused, intentional, reserved. So if there was tension between them, it would likely remain private. But private doesn't automatically equal explosive. And this is where we need to separate three things. A rumored relationship that was never officially confirmed. A visible cooling of public proximity. An unverified screenshot labeled as CCTV footage. Those three elements combined create drama. But they do not equal proof of a final fight. And here's something else. In today's digital climate, AI-generated images, miscaptioned screenshots, and recycled footage are constantly repurposed for virality. The phrase, "watch before it's deleted," is a classic engagement tactic designed to trigger urgency and FOMO. It doesn't automatically mean something is being erased. It means someone wants clicks. Now here's the real reason this rumor exploded. Because fans were already emotionally invested in the idea that something happened behind the scenes. Silence creates vacuum. Vacuum creates theory. Theory creates viral content. And once viral content hits the right algorithm wave, it becomes truth in the eyes of casual viewers, even without verification. But here's the most important thing. As of now, there is no confirmed public evidence of a hidden CCTV fight between Teyana Taylor and Aaron Pierre. No official acknowledgement. No verified footage. No legal reports. Just speculation. Which brings us to the next layer. Because once the CCTV fight narrative started trending, the reaction wasn't just curiosity. It was chaos. And what happened next? That's where this story spiraled even further. Here's where everything exploded. It started with a single post. A gossip account dropped a blurry, grainy screenshot, allegedly from CCTV footage at a private venue. The caption: "Final fight before the split. Watch before it's deleted." No watermark. No verified location. No confirmed date. Just two shadowy figures in what looked like a tense exchange near a hallway entrance. Within minutes, the internet did what it does best. Enhance. Zoom. Speculate. People swore the silhouettes matched Teyana Taylor and Aaron Pierre. They compared height ratios, hairstyles, body posture. Threads popped up analyzing the angle of the shoulders, the stance, the spacing between the two figures. Was it confrontation? Was it animated conversation? Or was it literally just two people talking near a doorway? Nobody knew. But that didn't stop the wildfire. TikTok creators added dramatic music and slowed the footage down, even though it was just a still image. YouTube thumbnails screamed, "The final moment exposed." Twitter threads declared, "This confirms everything." And here's where things got chaotic. People started claiming they heard the argument was about boundaries, about pressure, about someone feeling uncomfortable with public attention. Zero confirmation. But once narrative meets emotion, facts become optional online. Then came the supposed source. An anonymous comment claiming someone who worked at the venue overheard raised voices that night. The comment was screenshot and reposted everywhere. No name. No proof. No verification. But it fed the theory that something dramatic happened behind closed doors. And here's where the major conflict crystallized. The public perception shifted from, maybe they just cooled off, to, there was a fight. Something went down. Now let's be clear. There is no verified confirmation that the image circulating is of Teyana and Aaron. There is no confirmed police report, no public incident, no authenticated footage released by any reputable outlet. But perception doesn't wait for confirmation. The story took on a life of its own. People began linking the rumored CCTV moment to the earlier live stream comments from Iman Shumpert about temporary energies. Suddenly, the narrative twisted again. Was this fight about co-parenting pressure? Was Aaron uncomfortable with how quickly speculation escalated? Was there tension about public optics? Now three threads were merging: the live stream boundary comments, the visible cooling of public proximity, the unverified CCTV fight screenshot. Together, they formed a storyline that felt cinematic. But it gets worse. A second blurry image surfaced, allegedly from a different camera angle. This one showed one figure walking away quickly while the other remained standing. That image poured gasoline on the fire. See? He left first. She looks upset. This explains the silence. Again, zero confirmation. But the emotional reaction was immediate. Influencers began debating whether private arguments, becoming public rumors, are a sign of industry sabotage, or simple algorithm exploitation. And then came the first twist. A digital forensics creator posted a breakdown of the viral image. According to their analysis, the screenshot metadata did not match the claimed date. In fact, they suggested the image could be older surveillance footage repurposed from an unrelated location. That changed the tone instantly. Because if the image wasn't from the rumored night, then the entire final fight narrative collapses. But the twist didn't kill the chaos. It split the audience. Some people said the debunking was damage control. Others said it proved the internet jumped the gun. Now the conflict wasn't just about whether there was a fight. It was about whether the footage itself was real. And here's where it gets even more layered. Neither Teyana nor Aaron addressed the screenshot. No denial. Impossible to ignore. They discussed how unverified content can be strategically pushed to disrupt narratives, especially when public silence creates room for speculation. Now the conversation shifted again. Was this just random gossip? Or was someone intentionally seeding drama? Because here's the shocking reveal that changed everything. A social media analytics page published data showing that several accounts pushing the CCTV footage narrative were newly created within days of the rumor exploding. Low follow counts. Similar posting patterns. Same caption language. Watch before it's deleted. That detail made people pause. Was this coordinated engagement farming? Clickbait monetization? Or just coincidence amplified by algorithm? Suddenly, the footage wasn't the only thing under scrutiny. The spread of the footage became the story. Meanwhile, industry insiders began weighing in. PR professionals publicly explained how high-profile figures often become targets of viral rumor cycles during transitional moments, especially when there's already emotional investment from fans. And think about the timing. Teyana navigating post-divorce headlines. Aaron ascending in his acting career. Iman's live stream comments still circulating. A rumor like this doesn't just spark curiosity. It destabilizes perception. And perception is currency in Hollywood. Now here's where it gets even more intense. An entertainment journalist revealed that no credible outlet had been able to verify the location shown in the viral screenshot. No matching interior architecture. No confirmed venue. No timestamp alignment. Which strongly suggested the footage may have been miscaptioned, or entirely unrelated. And yet, the rumor continued trending. Because debunking rarely travels as fast as scandal. And that's when the shocking reveal hit the timeline. A digital investigator traced the original screenshot to a forum post from months earlier, unrelated to Teyana or Aaron, showing what appeared to be generic surveillance footage from a hotel corridor in another country. If accurate, that means the image was repurposed, recontextualized, rebranded, and injected into a live narrative for virality. Now the stakes shifted completely. This wasn't about a private fight anymore. It was about misinformation. And here's where things became bigger than gossip. The entertainment industry has been grappling with deepfake technology, AI manipulation, and recycled footage miscaptioned for engagement. If this rumor was artificially boosted, it highlights how easily a relationship narrative can be hijacked by digital opportunists. But here's the cliffhanger. Neither Teyana nor Aaron issued a formal denial. No legal threats. No press statements. Just continued silence. And that silence, it fueled two opposing interpretations. They are too elevated to respond to nonsense. They don't want to draw more attention to it. Meanwhile, Iman Shumpert posted a cryptic Instagram story that simply read, "Energy reveals intent. Gone in 24 hours. Screenshot forever." The internet gasped. Was that about the rumor? About people spreading lies? About something deeper? Nobody knows. But the timing was surgical. Now brand analysts started discussing long-term impact. Would Aaron's rising career be affected by association with viral chaos? Would Teyana's director reputation be dragged into tabloid narratives? Would Iman's philosophical messaging continue to be interpreted through controversy? And here's the most unsettling part. Even after multiple debunking threads gained traction, thousands of people still believed the fight happened. Because once visual imagery attaches to a storyline, it becomes memory, even if it's false. That's the real escalation. Not the rumor itself, but how fast it became part of public belief. And here's the final shocking layer. A legal commentator publicly warned that misusing surveillance imagery to falsely link individuals to incidents could open the door for defamation claims. If someone can prove the image was intentionally misrepresented, that's not just gossip. That's legal territory. Now the tension is heavier. Because if legal action enters the picture, this entire saga shifts from messy internet drama to serious consequences. And here's the cliffhanger that keeps this from settling. An insider hinted that clarifications may be coming soon. Clarifications. Not apologies. Not denials. Clarifications. Which suggests someone might finally address the rumor head-on. Until then, The narrative is suspended between debunked evidence and emotional investment. The footage appears unverified. The timeline appears manipulated. The spread appears suspicious. Yet the belief lingers. This isn't just a relationship rumor anymore. It's a case study in how fast digital chaos can attach itself to real people. And if one of them decides to break the silence, the next move could either shut this down completely, or make it explode all over again. By now, this wasn't just a rumor. It was a culture-wide debate. And the reactions came in layers: messy, divided, emotional. Layer 1, the fans, believers versus skeptics. The first split happened instantly. On one side, you had fans convinced the footage was real. They argued the timing made too much sense. They pointed to the sudden cooling of public proximity between Teyana and Pierre as proof that something happened. Where there's smoke, there's fire. They would have denied it if it wasn't true. This explains everything. For them, the debunking attempts felt like damage control. On the other side, skeptics. They highlighted the lack of verified sourcing, the recycled screenshot evidence, the suspicious new accounts pushing identical captions. They framed the situation as algorithm manipulation, not scandal. "Y'all are falling for clickbait. That footage isn't even from the same location. Stop spreading unverified content." And just like that, the internet fractured into camps. Layer 2. Celebrity silence subtext. No major celebrity directly addressed the rumor. No high-profile friend jumped in to defend or confirm anything. And in Hollywood, that silence speaks volumes. Some interpreted the silence from Teyana as dignity, refusing to dignify nonsense with a response. Others saw Aaron's continued low-profile appearances as strategic brand insulation. Meanwhile, every post from Iman Shumpert was hyperanalyzed. When he posted a casual fatherhood moment, some said he was signaling calm stability. When he dropped that cryptic, energy reveals intent story, fans dissected it like scripture. Was he referencing the rumor? Or was that just life advice again being pulled into drama? In moments like this, neutrality becomes narrative. Layer 3. Industry insiders, PR analysts. This is where things got serious. Public relations professionals began discussing the situation as a textbook case of viral rumor escalation. They pointed out how quickly an unverified image can attach itself to high-profile names when there's already emotional context. One analyst described it as the perfect storm: a rumored relationship with no official confirmation, a visible cooling of proximity, a philosophical live stream comment, the viral screenshot dropped into the vacuum from a branding standpoint. All three individuals handled it carefully. No emotional outbursts. No public denials fueling the story further. No messy online back and forth. That restraint, ironically, made the story linger longer. Because controversy thrives on reaction, but it also thrives on mystery. Layer 4. Media coverage. Mainstream entertainment outlets walked a tightrope. Most framed the situation cautiously. Fans speculate over alleged footage. Unverified images spark online debate. No outlet authenticated the footage. And that's telling. If credible evidence existed, it likely would have been reported definitively. Instead, the coverage focused on the internet reaction, not the alleged fight itself, which subtly reinforced the idea that this might be more digital chaos than real-life drama. Layer 5. Cultural commentary. Relationship commentators turned the rumor into a broader discussion. They asked, why do audiences crave dramatic endings when quiet ones feel unsatisfying? Why does silence automatically equal secrecy? Why does blurry imagery override verified facts in the public mind? And here's the uncomfortable answer many landed on: because narrative is addictive. When fans emotionally invest in a story, especially one involving high-profile transitions, they want a climax. A final fight feels cinematic. A quiet recalibration feels anticlimactic. So when the internet didn't get a clear breakup explanation, it manufactured one. But here's the high-tension moment that kept this from fully collapsing. Even after debunking threads gained traction, belief didn't disappear. It split. Some accepted the footage was likely unrelated. Others insisted something happened even if that wasn't the exact video. That's how viral rumors evolve. Even when disproven, they morph into softer claims that can't be fully erased. And the PR implication is huge. Because once a rumor attaches to a celebrity's name, it becomes part of search history. Part of algorithm memory. Part of digital footprint. Which means even if this footage is completely unrelated, the association may linger. And here's the part that keeps the tension alive. An entertainment reporter hinted that legal teams monitor viral misrepresentation closely, especially when manipulated media is involved. If someone intentionally repurposed unrelated surveillance imagery and tied it to real individuals for engagement, that crosses into serious territory. But so far, no lawsuits, no public legal warnings, just silence. And silence, once again, becomes the loudest reaction. Right now, the culture isn't just reacting. It's waiting. Waiting to see if someone officially shuts this down. Waiting to see if new evidence surfaces. Waiting to see if one post, one statement, one interview changes everything. Because until clarity arrives, the rumor lives in that gray space between belief and debunking. And that gray space is where stories either die quietly or explode again. Just when it felt like the CCTV footage rumor was finally losing steam, something happened that nobody expected. No dramatic press release. No angry denial. No legal threat. Instead, a quiet move that shifted everything. Late one evening, Teyana Taylor posted a short Instagram story. No glamour shot. No dramatic lighting. Just text on a plain background. Don't believe everything that trends. Gone in 24 hours. But screenshots. Forever. The internet froze. Was that about the rumored footage? Was that the denial everyone was waiting for? Or was it intentionally vague to avoid escalating the situation further? Within minutes, blogs picked it up. Is Teyana addressing the CCTV rumor? Subtle clapback. Calculated silence broken. And before the timeline could even process that, another development hit. At a private screening event, Pierre was approached by a reporter who asked about navigating public speculation. His response: I stay focused on what's real. Noise fades. Noise fades. That phrase detonated online. Because now it felt coordinated. One saying don't believe trends. The other calling it noise. But here's where the final twist deepens. Shortly after those two moments went viral, a digital analyst who previously traced the original screenshot posted an update. According to their findings, the image circulating as Teyana Aaron's final fight appears to have originated from a 2022 security footage archive linked to an unrelated hotel incident overseas. If accurate, that means the image wasn't just blurry. It was completely miscontextualized. Repackaged. Rebranded. Injected into a live celebrity narrative for engagement. And that revelation changed the tone instantly. Because now the story isn't, did they fight? It's, who pushed this and why? But here's what makes this even more dramatic. Neither Teyana nor Aaron issued a formal statement demanding retractions. No lawsuit threats. No direct call-outs. Just subtle dismissal. And that restraint. It flipped the power dynamic. Because when you refuse to fight a rumor loudly, you deny it oxygen. Meanwhile, Iman Shumput posted a brief video clip of himself in the studio, captioned, "Truth doesn't rush."